I'm here today because I want to get a secret off my chest. I'm living a double life. By day, I'm a boring Mormon school teacher, a paragon of virtue, but quite boring. But at night, when nobody can see my face except for the glow of the computer monitor, I transform into a sexy teen temptress with loose morals, but a heart of gold. It all started a few years ago when I had a blog and I decided that I deserved to go viral, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I had this brilliant idea that I would look for really big Facebook groups and then post links, and then it would come up on a bunch of different people's news feeds. But there was one kink in the plan. I didn't want people to see that I was like in these Facebook groups, Feminist Mormon Housewives or Taylor Swift's lovers, stuff like that. So I needed someone to do it for me. And that's when Natalia Garcia was born. The first thing I did was make an email address, HotChica1994, and I started a Facebook group. Natalia's name was kind of like a tribute because I'm half Mexican, but that's where our similarities ended. Natalia was tall, she was tan, she was really, really hot. She looked like an underwear model, which was fitting because she had an after-school job at Victoria's Secret. And Natalia spoke a language that I can only describe as a texting-inspired dialect that teenagers use. I picked it up from my students because I spend endless hours eavesdropping on them while they're working, so I've learned a thing or two. The first rule of this grammar is try not to use any verbs, but if you do, make sure that they're not conjugated. And never, ever end a word with a G. So for example, if you're Natalia's Facebook friend and you post a picture from your vacation, Natalia's response would be, DAYUMGURLLLL, you be smoking. And for a teacher, it's actually really quite liberating. People expect me to follow all the grammar rules, but there's nothing that feels better than spelling success with only one C and not caring who sees it. It's really fun. So Natalia's one of the best Facebook friends you could ever have. She RSVPs to everything, yes. And she usually exclaims, can't wait for this. She's been to every Story League event for years. And I mean, I'm gonna have to say, she LMAO'd at every single one, a lot. Now, another good quality she has is that she's completely non-judgmental. Should you post a picture of, say, French toast and write the caption, best husband ever, breakfast in bed, love you honey, smiley emoticon, Natalia would never roll her eyes. She would never cut and paste it into GChat to make fun of you. She would simply like it and keep on scrolling. Natalia is really happy when your kid makes honor roll. Any food you post, nom nom. And even if your newborn baby looks like the unholy spawn of a conehead and Carrie at prom, she would say, cutest baby ever. Her loyalty/hot pics really started to pay off because her friend requests started rolling in rapidly. Now, I've noticed some trends in Natalia's friends. Most of them are men from North Africa who have Arabic profile pages. So sometimes the communication is a little bit difficult. They send her messages, I don't know what they say, but the intention shines through because they often attach a JPEG clip art file of flowers or heart-shaped candy. Some of her friends, unfortunately, have less than good intentions. And sometimes they'll chatter some glamour shots of male anatomy. That's not my favorite thing. And There was even one guy who tried to tag her cleavage, damn, as a name. That request was denied. Now, I know how messed up it is that I have a fake Facebook page. You don't have to tell me that. I realize how stupid it is. But as you can see, it's actually a lot of fun. I get to live out this life I never had as this hot teenager. And when I was Natalia's age, probably the best interaction I had with a guy was this one kid at school who told me that I looked like Jennifer from Family Ties, except for uglier. So, yeah, that's a pretty good diss. If you're too young, Google that. So I'm getting to live this second life. Now, as you would think, I never thought of Natalia as a hero. And if you called Natalia a hero, she wouldn't want the title. She'd say I was just in the right place at the right time, doing what anyone would do. But there was a time when she really helped out my friend John. And John came to me and he said, somebody added me on Facebook and she's beautiful. We've been talking and I think there's a lot of chemistry there. We have a lot in common. That's good. What's her name? And he said, Jessica. And I said, pull up the profile. He pulled up the profile. Having someone like me look at a Facebook profile is kind of like the NSA using hackers. I'm an expert. Not only am I'm already a fake Facebook personality, but I've seen a lot of episodes of Catfish. Now, I know some of you are going to turn to your neighbor and say, I don't have a TV, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going down on MTV while you're listening to TED Talks, and I'm going to tell you about it. Now, Catfish is this show where people like me have fake profiles and other people fall in love with them, even though they've never met, and nobody doubts that they have the ability to attract a rapper or a supermodel, but usually they end up disappointed. And I looked at this Jessica and I was really suspicious. Did she have a suspiciously low friend count of 33? Yes. Was she tagged in any pictures? No. Was she super, super hot but only wanted to post 4 photographs of herself? Yes. So I did the only thing I could do. I dropped her picture into Google image search, and we were disappointed to find out that she was really Sarah, a high school cheerleader from Indiana. I know, it's really sad. John was disappointed about his lady love, and I realized the impacts that I might be having across the Northern Sahara. And I wanted to rectify it. And so I thought, what would Natalia do in this situation? She was a loyal friend. And so I looked up this Jessica and I thought, okay, what would my students say in a situation like this? Okay, so I typed, ho, I hear you be messing with my boo. Step off. Waited a few hours, and Jessica replied, you don't know me. You don't know my story. I've been talking to your boo, and he seems to like it. I'm like, really? And so I knew Natalia pretty well at that point. I knew she wouldn't let anyone disrespect her friend or herself like that. And so I wrote, if you talk to my man again, I'ma cut your face. And I like to apologize to Mark Zuckerberg because I'm pretty sure that's against any kind of rules on Facebook, but I didn't have anything to lose at the time. And I logged in a couple hours later. Jessica's profile was deleted. In the catfish versus catfish battle, Natalia had prevailed. Thank you.